Hello and welcome to a new video. Today we're going to take a look at another team for the Love Cup, and today we're going to have a team that is very cheap to build, like basically Pokemon that either need like 10k Stardust for the second move, or like Electrode, which was exporting the entire last event, so something that a lot of people can build. And this was basically also the main focus of the team. You can upgrade this team in several ways. For example, Medicham would be really good for the back instead of the Wigglytuff. But yeah, in general, like you can play nearly everything. The thing with the Medicham in the back, for example, would be better if you encounter a Rock Throw. What's called a Rock Throw Macargo, because Rock Throw Macargo kind of destroys this team, would beat the lead and the Pokemon in the back, so you wouldn't really have anything there. Another thing is, for this team, you have different types of move choices, which are all fine. For example, you can run Hyper Beam on the Electrode, which I think is an actually really decent move. I played right now on my Road to Glory, and Hyper Beam on that thing is such a good nuke. Like, I can really recommend you using Hyper Beam on that, and that's not a meme or anything. And then on the Macargo, you have the option between Stone Edge or the Rock Tomb. Yeah, Rock Tomb. And I went here for Stone Edge still, just because I forgot to TM it away. So yeah, here I think I'm just gonna surrender. I don't think there's anything I can do here anymore. Unless he would not, like, unless he would shield this, I don't have any chance, but he doesn't shield it, and like at this point I'll lose, so I'm just gonna surrender here. There's not every game that you can win, of course, with the team. You still have some problems sometimes. I would recommend you, if you have it, XL Medicham on the back and your team would be basically perfect. But here I just wanted to go for something that's not XL. You could also argue about Scrafty, but Scrafty has the problem that it dies to fighting type moves exactly like the Macargo on the lead, so that wouldn't be the ideal situation. And yeah, here we have Electrode against us. Electrode against us is pretty decent for this team. I can just farm down with my own Electrode. We have a shield, we have a Switcher Manch here, we still have a shield. We can now line the Ariados against our Macargo, which is cool. And we can just let this go and see what he has in the back. And there's next to nothing that really beats the core of Wigglytuff and the Macargo. I don't think there's a single Pokemon that would really beat this in that situation. Maybe Alomomola still. Also, exactly, yeah, against water types, it would be also a little bit better with the Medicham. Medicham is a little bit bulkier than the Wigglytuff, of course, but this was like based around a cheap team and not like the craziest XL team, which I already did before. So no of those crazy bulky Pokemon and just some fun Pokemon here. We have Macargo against Medicham in the lead. Of course, we swap out here. Against Medicham, for example, also the Hyper Beam would be very interesting to play against it. You're just gonna go straight from the move. One Hyper Beam can KO after some Volt Switch damage, but usually you have to throw more moves anyway, so I guess here it's also fine to go for Discharge. My opponent swaps out there after baiting me, which is fine. I don't really have to keep alignment here, I think. I got the shield because I expected that I might have the Hyper Beam, which was a smart play. Might be able to still survive this. Why do I shield here? I don't understand my decision there. Doesn't really make sense. And he is now low as well. I don't know why I shield there. I'm just gonna swap into my Macargo and catch the move. I guess that's fine. I should be able to farm all the way down. And now I can get a shield against the Medicham, which is good. I might be able to get to another move, but I don't know. I should. Yeah, he throws. Okay, yeah, he has to throw here, otherwise he would die from that. And we can go into our Charm User. Our Charm User should be able to do a lot of damage against this Medicham. He has Talonflame in the back, and yeah, this game is over. Nice or not, because our Electrode was already at the move and he didn't throw in time, so we're gonna be able to KO this Talonflame and we're gonna be able to farm this thing down. Easy win, good game there. Saving that Electrode was very important. I remember this game as well, because this is basically the only thing that really annoys me right now in Go Battle League. This is like the inconsistency. Here he denies my move, which is, yeah, okay, but here he gets his move extra in, and this is like such an annoying thing. For me right now, I have to say, I don't really have any lag at all. Like usually, like okay, of course I have sometimes where like we have a speed up lag or something like this, but I don't have lag where it's just only against me and not like on both sides at the same time. I just next to never have that. The thing that just annoys me is the inconsistency of this game. This is kind of very annoying for me. So yeah, and here this basically nearly, like I don't know, we will see if we're gonna win this game or not, but yeah, it's a little bit tough with 2 shields down, and he basically has a perfect alignment and like perfect counter against me now. Still has the Macago in the back with 2 shields. He also a Psychic here, I cannot shield. He goes into the Macago. I can go for 1 Stone Edge here and get a shield, but does it really matter? I don't really think so. We actually let it go, which is interesting. Like, I mean, yeah, he can farm me down. If he farms me down here and gets to Psychic against my other thing here at dead, basically. So yeah, this is gonna be a good game. He goes for the Power Punch, which we survived barely. We're gonna get farmed down here, and somehow we won. I don't know if it was actually like still away from the Psychic, but interesting that we won this. But okay, we have a very good lead here with a Ramadan. He goes into Electrode. I'm just gonna go for 1 Stone Edge and then swap. I should have went for 1 Overheat here. I don't know why I went for a Stone Edge. Doesn't make sense, especially because he doesn't even shield. God, that was not a smart move. Actually played really bad in the evening, to be honest. I had like one time, I don't know if it's in here, I played like 20 games or something with this team. There was like one time where I had Ariados against me and I went for the Play Rough against it instead of the Ice Beam. I was like afterwards, why the hell did I do that? Like sometimes I'm also not playing fully concentrated, but that happens. Here I was way too fast in swapping out there. I think I still had some time. And this basically lost me the game, I think, or like it's gonna come close now. Because I gave him way too much farm. Yeah. If you have a 4-turn move against a 3-turn move, you usually want to go for 2 4-turn moves and then go for your charge move, which I'm going to do here as well. Okay, he goes for the charge move, which is fine. We can shield here. Because if you do this, you only allow them to get 1 free move in like 1 turn in general, and like you never have like more than 1 turn, which is always cool. He tries to snipe me there with the Ramadan, which didn't work out because we went for the move in time and we're just gonna be able to farm down there. So always if you have like 4-turn move against 3-turn move, if you can do it, go for 2 4-turn moves and then throw the charge move. It's better alignment. We have Licky Tongue against us in the lead. Usually not the best. The thing with the Macago, if you have a neutral lead here, you can just go for 1 Overheat and then just swap out, which gonna allow you to then do a lot of damage and align your Pokemon. Afterwards, we have the Crustle against us. I'm fine with this matchup right now. We have again a 3-turn move against a 4-turn move, but I think it's a little bit different. He goes for Rock Slide, which is really good for me, so he didn't go for the X-Scissor, which would be problematic for me because it would already be enough. Here I go for 2 moves again. Okay, he goes for the charge move. Still fine. I think I'm still gonna be able to win this matchup. I can go for 1 and go for 2 discharge now. And he just let us go. That's totally fine. We can here again. Why the hell am I doing this? I saw the Psychic typing, was like, gonna go for the foul play. Discharge does more damage. Never go for the foul play there. But hey, we can just farm this thing down. I don't want to throw my move here. Never ever gonna throw my move here. He goes for the Body Slam, which is fine. I just want to farm all the way down. He also lets me farm him down. We can just go for the Overheat and get the shield. He can get some farm, but I don't think it does really matter. I get the last shield and we have still a full health of Wigglytuff. And I think it actually comes way too close. He goes to the Psychic. I think he still... Yeah, he gets still to the Power Punch. If he went for the Power Punch first and then for the Psychic, he would have most likely won this game. But like this, we just barely win against the Slowbro lead. You can go for 1 Stone Edge and then swap out first. I think that's always the best way because you always basically have 1 turn that you only give him and you put him very, very low. Here, also my idea with this team is you have something that destroys Ariados in the lead and something that's neutral in the Say Swap scenario, and you have something very weak in the back, so you have basically perfect alignment here. We can go for the Discharge. Going to get the shield there, and I don't know if I want to farm down. No, I'm just gonna let it go. I know that I can deal with the Slowbro as well, and he gets the attack boost, which doesn't really matter. But I can just farm this thing down. Like, I got the move through, I can just shield here. You can go for the Water Pulse. I can just farm all the way. And we have a move start. He has the Talonflame, and this is gonna be a good game. There's nothing my opponent can do anymore. Boom, gone, and yeah, good game there. Macago against Mola. Definitely not the best matchup, but we can go for a discharge here. Comes in with a Scrafty. I think against Scrafty, like also the Hyper Beam would be very good, but against Scrafty you always basically get one shield here, which is fine then for me, and we can align our other Pokemon, but this is gonna still be tough as he doesn't shield here, but we have to align our Wigglytuff now against this thing, and unless he's very weak to the Macago in the back, it's gonna be a little bit tough. We go for the Psychic, how we can shield, and he has a Scolipede in the back, and thank God he goes into that, because now I can just farm all the way down. And this still might be possible to win. He goes to the Sludge Bomb, but it's still gonna be very close. I don't think we're gonna be able to do that. He sadly gets to this move, which is really annoying, because if we didn't get to the Sludge Bomb there, we would have been able to get to 2 Stone Edges, but like this, we can only get to 1. We're gonna get the shield, but it doesn't really matter. I don't think there's a way we can win this at this point, because yeah, I'm just gonna surrender there. The thing with the Mola is just that it's too bulky for me sometimes. This is basically the same game. That's very cool. I saw this team like several times. I don't know why. He goes for the Power Punch here though. Different gameplay style from my opponent. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really like Mola to use itself. Like, I haven't used it yet. And I don't know, should I make a team with it? Like, should I make like a strong team, like the strongest, bulkiest team that you can use in this cup? I don't know, let me know in the comments. I just kind of want to avoid this thing because it's just too annoying for me. It's very good, it's such a good Pokemon, it's the best Pokemon in the cup most likely, but for me it's just super lame to play. I don't know, it's not mine. Here we can go for the Play Rough and get the get 1 shield here. He's still gonna have 1 shield afterwards. I'm gonna be able to KO this thing though, so that's fine. We have to see what he has in the back. Hopefully it's something we can deal with. It's gonna be a Milotic and we just surrender here. An ABA team with Water Lead and Water in the back. Very cool, my Macago loves it. Thanks for that. Another Water type lead. Like, how many Water types leads did we have now? It's insane. But Slowbro is actually such a cool Pokemon as well. I really enjoy it in the current cup. I like that it's such a meta-relevant Pokemon. And we have Electrode against us. Here again, 1 Hyper Beam would be able to KO 1 Electrode, so that would have been very nice. But yeah, he goes for the Foul Play. Nice play there. We can go for our own Foul Play. We're gonna be able to get him below half health. Going for our next Foul Play again. Gonna get the shield most likely. We're gonna get the lag as well. And he gets an extra move through it, so I'm most likely just gonna no shield here. Yeah. And go into my Macago and farm down. Should be able to farm. Nah, I'm not able to farm down in time. I think he also gets an extra free move in here. Yeah, look how fast I don't understand. Like, did you see that? He had a 2-turn wall switch there all of a sudden. Very cool, dude. And yeah, like this, we're not gonna win this game anymore, of course. I think we would have had a chance otherwise, because we had like the Macago against him, but 2-turn wall switches are just too broken for me. Oh no. Isn't it nice? Yeah. We have a Mola against us here. We're gonna shield once and just farm him down. Farming this thing down gives us so much energy, and this is a cool thing about Electrode. There are only 2 ground types in the meta which are not used, which I think the Crocodile or the... I think it's only Crocodile, and then the Camerupt, and both of them are not used. So we basically are free with electric type moves here. Of course, you have like grass type Pokemon, which basically don't exist right now. My opponent is Electrode as a last Pokemon. For example, the Rock Tomb would be really good, but sadly we can only go from the Stone Edge, gonna get the shield there. But we still have a Charm in the back. He had a lot of wall switches there again, but okay. And we're gonna be able to go for another one. He's at 0 shield now, he's below half health. We still have a Charm in the back. This is gonna be a pretty easy game, I think. But we will see, maybe he can boom me with a Hyper Beam, or maybe we have the craziest leg of all time. Oh yeah, but actually in this scenario nothing really happened. It was on both sides. Again, as I said, usually it's on both sides for me. The only thing that really bothers me are currently the inconsistency in quick moves. But yeah, That's gonna be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. A very cheap team for you. If you have Mage Chang might be even better in the back. Otherwise, thanks for watching. See you next time.